74% of self-made millionaires in America, going back 200 years, come from self-owned businesses. An individual started with an idea for a product or service, turned it into a business, built it up from the ground floor, and as a result, achieved financial independence and success. Now, the path to financial independence in business starts with being goal-oriented and overcoming your fear of failure. There are probably 3 reasons why people never follow their dreams to start their own businesses. The first reason is, of course, the fear of failure. Fear of failure sets in your solar plexus and paralyzes you, stopping you from even taking the first step. In order to be all you can be, including becoming a millionaire, the first thing you have to learn to do is to confront your fears. You must learn to control your fears, to master your fears, to act in spite of your fears, and to be goal-oriented in order to gain financial independence. Now, the second major reason for financial underachievement and failure is just plain ignorance. Most people do not know how to start and build a business, or how to invest in stocks or bonds or real estate or other financial vehicles. And for some reason, they never bother to learn. The third reason why people don't start and succeed in their own businesses is because they think that they don't have enough money. They feel that they cannot get the money they need from other sources. But most aspiring entrepreneurs go to their local banks to borrow money to fund their entrepreneurial ideas. When they are repeatedly turned down by the banks, they conclude that there's no money available for them and they give up. Well, as it happens, the most valuable assets you have are ambition, energy, imagination, and a burning desire for success. If you have these qualities and you're goal-oriented, if you have a willingness to work and sacrifice, you will eventually earn, attract, or acquire all the money you need. You will eventually succeed.
Offer your services for free. You see, when you are just getting started and when you are brand new and you don't have a lot of credibility, what you need is not just the gig or pay gig. What you need is actually proof. What you need is proof that you could do good work. What you need is proof that you could take to potential clients and say, hey, here's my portfolio, here's what I've done, here what are some of the results you could expect from me. If you don't have that, what you need to do in the beginning is just to get some gigs. So to prove your worth, to build up that case, then for other gigs in the future, you could charge, but you need to build that track record ASAP. So offer to work for free. You need to get some results for some people first. No good to say, hey, I'm the best in the world at this. I'm so good with what I do. People need to see a track record first. So offer your services in exchange of testimonials, in exchange of referrals. Just for a short period of time, build that case, collect and accumulate that proof first. So figure in your marketplace who already has access to the customers that you want. They've already spent the time and money accumulating that customer base. How could you convince them to do a joint venture with you that you can market to their customer base? How could you do that? You could offer them money, you can offer them commission, or maybe even in exchange a service where you provide a service for them. In exchange, they will let you and allow you to market to their list. This way, you reduce the amount of risk that you have to take and you don't need to spend any money. You could create content. It could be a blog, it could be a podcast, it could be a video. When you cannot spend money, you have to spend time. You have to invest the time to create the content out in the marketplace. In the beginning, you need volume. You need a lot of quantity to cut through the noise in the marketplace. And knowing that it is a long game, it is a slower game, but if you get started today, you would get better at it. You will be more efficient. And before you know it, you could crank out content just like that. Be a guest on other people's platform. Be a guest on other people's blog posts. Be a guest on other people's podcasts. Now, in order to do this, you gotta be good at what you do. Doesn't mean you gotta be famous, but you gotta be good at what you do. You gotta bring something unique to the table that they would want to give you that stage time. They want to give you that media time. You have to be good at what you do. But that's also a very good way because they've already built up a lot of trust with their audience. And if you could add value to that audience and you say, hey, you know what? I have some expertise that I could bring to the table? Ask me questions, interview me. What can I do for you? Write an article. That's another way for you to tap into other people's audience.